Master Leader here with Master Parker and Master Lucas, and we're working on lesson 15. Today we're going to use some defensive tactics to either get out of the way of a kick or punch or block a kick or punch. Okay, and we're going to start this drill out. The first drill we're going to do today is we're just going to work on some of those basic techniques. So all you're going to do is you're going to put your hands up in your fighting stance. You're going to hooge and back. You're going to throw a block. And then you're going to throw a kick, the kick of your choice. So again, hands are up. Go ahead and you get started too, gentlemen. You're going to hooge and back. You're going to block. And then you're going to throw the kick of your choice. Watch how they do that. And these guys are going to be switching their kicks up. The main thing you want to do is focus on keeping your hands up as you're doing this. Continue to stay in a good fighting stance and bounce. Now guys, I want you to just imagine that there's somebody in front of you throwing punches and kicks, and so you need to hooge out of the way to miss their kick, and then you need to block either their punch or their kick that's being thrown at you. What you're going to do is, I would say do about 20 to 25 on each side so that you get a total of about 40 to 50 of these repetitions. Okay, thank you gentlemen. So now would be a good time to stop the video and get your reps. Okay, excellent. So this next drill is we're going to be practicing doing our hoojins. So our hoojin is essentially a slide back out of the way. So when we're sparring and someone goes to throw a kick at it, tell you what, Master Lucas, come right here. When somebody comes and throws a kick at us, we can hoojin and we can move out of the way. Now, when we do this hoojin out of the way, we don't just want to stand here, because if we just can stand here, then they're going to follow up with another kick or a punch and hit us, okay? So what we're going to be working on today is hoojin, get that hoojin to get out of the way and avoid the strike, but then to counter with something of our own. So the way this drill is going to work, parents, you're going to throw I guess I should tell you about this. So what we like to use is a little pool noodle that we cut in half. If you have one of these or you can get your hands on one of these, great. If not, I've seen people use like just a towel, and you can do a towel. Maybe get a spatula or something, probably not a spatula or anything too hard, but something that you can swing and create some extra distance more than what your arm is. Okay, and the way this drill is going to work, you're going to be in the fighting stance, bouncing. Master Parker is going to swing that pool noodle. See, Master Lucas does his hoojin and then right to a round kick. And just continue to work on that, gentlemen. So we'll put our foot down in front so that we're alternating legs. Very nice. Very good, gentlemen. So now, if you'll notice, once these guys start to get a little bit more of a feel for it, and you start to feel comfortable, you can take it up a notch and you can start moving around, pretending like you would if you were sparring. So this gives it another little bit of a realism aspect, and it prepares you a little bit more for sparring or a self-defense situation by moving around. Okay, very good. Thank you, gentlemen. When you do this drill, we're looking to do about 10 kicks per side, and we're going to run through that 3 times. 10 kicks per side, and we want to run through it 3 times. Now's a good time to stop the video and get your reps. Excellent. Now, we just worked on the hoojin, on how to get out of the way of a technique. Sometimes we're not able to move out of the way, whether it's the spacing that we have or just the timing, and we're going to need to block. So we're going to be working on our cover block today. Make sure when we do that cover block, our hands are here. We're bringing our hand up. We're going to kind of grab on the back of our head, and we want to squeeze our forearm and our bicep into our head right here like this. So I'm here. I'm going to cover block just like this. So again, we'll start this drill stationary. Master Parker is going to swing that pull noodle. When he swings, Master Lucas covers up. He's going to then follow with a jab, reverse, to a round kick. So again, swing that paddle, block, jab, reverse, to a round kick. And the same thing as before, you can start moving around once you get comfortable with this, and should start looking more of like a sparring match. Excellent. You see how both of they're bouncing in their fighting stance, and then they're working on keeping the hands up. Excellent. Very good, gentlemen. Thank you very much. So, just like before, we want to do about 10 times each side and run through it 3 times, same as before. 10 times each side, run through it about 3 times, okay? So now would be a good time to stop your video and get your reps in. Excellent. Okay, now today for our challenge, we're going to have a little bit of fun. Thank you, gentlemen. We're going to have a little bit of fun here. This is a technique we practice in class. It's a good technique to protect yourself if you were falling, or if you're on the ground and you're falling to the ground. We call it our backwards roll. It's also just a fun way to learn how to control our body a little bit. So I'm going to get down here and let me see if I can demonstrate this for you. So when we work on learning our rolls to start out, we just sit down on our bottom. I want to pretend that I've got a big beach ball right here, okay? I've got my arms wrapped around a beach ball. I'm going to throw the beach ball over my shoulder. When I throw that beach ball over my shoulder, I'm going to follow and turn my head as far as I can, up and back, looking for it. And the goal is I want to roll actually over my